So we're currently on our way to... Good day, by the way. Welcome to Inspirado Projecto. We're on our way to the radio version of the show in Chinatown. We're just now waiting for the bus, for the train. And we've got a couple of special guests here, surprises. I will also be interviewing them after the show. It'll be happening today, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. in the secret location in the KCHUNG studios, 1630 a.m. studios. If you're in Chinatown, you can tune in to 1630 a.m. and hear it on the radio dial. If you don't live in Chinatown, the cool news is it also streams online. So if you go to kchungradio.org, you can click on, there's a banner up there. It says KCHUNG, big red and white banner. Click on that, and then it'll say stream, live stream. You could click on that, and then you can actually listen to it if you want to. I'll also be recording this, archiving it, archiving it, and then also uploading that to Mixcloud, so you can hear it as well if you so choose. So we've got some fun songs lined up. I have some topics I'd like to discuss with these folks. But as you know, those of you who have been listening, you know everything is just mostly an improvised format. You never know what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. That's all part of the excitement, the surprise, the charm, the unexpected, the synchronicities, all those wonderful things that you just cannot plan or account for until they're actually happening to you in that moment. So tune in if you want to. And by the way, thank you for listening.
To answer your question, I did not feel an earthquake yesterday. Nope. I think as a lifelong Californian, I am acclimated to earthquakes. Well, at least the small ones anyway. Big ones, of course, you feel. Kind of hard not to feel the big ones. The little ones, I don't know. I didn't feel it. Nothing, not a thing. My mother-in-law called and asked if we felt it. We said, of course, no. And I went on Facebook and I see everyone on Facebook saying, earthquake! I'm like over here going, I didn't feel any earthquake. So nope, didn't feel an earthquake.
So we're here with Tara and Mark after the KCHUNG radio show. This might even potentially go up before I get home tonight to put up today's radio show. So what this would normally be is a sort of a sequel. What you're getting is, oh, weird. So the radio show will end up sort of being a prequel, I guess. Is that what that would be? Interesting. We totally are in the future. Oh my God.
This is spiffy. Very industrial.
Industrial? Oh yeah, it is very industrial-y. So since we're in a much quieter environment, why don't you tell me about some of your other favorite projects? The ones you mentioned on the radio show today.
Oh, well, there's the Untrained Slackers. So Sarah has been making videos on YouTube for quite a while. I've been behind the scenes or helping out or sometimes in the video with her. And we most recently started doing Lego videos, Lego themes. So they're called Build and Destroy. So we build
Stop motion?
One of them is actually, yeah. One of them we have them on strings. It's insane. I'll have to show you later. But so that's on Untrained Slackers on YouTube, and then we have the blog, which is untrainedslackers.com, and I have my blog on there. Mark's on there as an assistant editor. Yeah, it's fun, and it's just a bunch of us that are really weird that like to get together and make videos.
Ooh, that's the idea right there. You know, you two are talk about growing things, being the botanists that you are.
you really seem to grow communities, multiple communities of just good vibes. People who all want to collaborate and bring out their weird side, their crazy side, their other dreams and imaginations.
Thank you so much. That's my intention. That's absolutely my intention. To plant seed in time's echo and allow that seed to do with thy will.
Yeah.
So absolutely, thank you.
Yeah, and they're all successful too. That's the cool thing. That's because when you're putting your all into it, that great vibe remains throughout all those years that you can go back and listen to it. Like your songs, how crazy is that? Now you can listen to your music in a totally different perspective than you did as the creator. Now you're more of an observer to it.
You know, it's really funny too. I was mentioning on the air that I wasn't really that big of a fan of Ghost in the Choir, the song. But the reality of it is that song was like our third song, and we decided to speed it up for live shows because we felt that we didn't have enough fast songs. What's interesting about it is thinking more and more about that. It's like, well, when was the last time I really listened to this song? And like that album was released about 8 years ago.
Wow.
And so, or it was 6 years ago? I don't know. But like in music time, that's like a long time ago.
Well, holy cow, man.
6 years ago, yeah.
Oh my God. Just like look what has happened in that meantime.
Yeah.
The way that the spirit, the consciousness has peppered in these little examples that fit right in line with the music and the elements that you put right into there.
Absolutely.
It's crazy because I'm sure you're seeing the precipitation of that. I know I am.
Yeah.
I listen to your music, I'm like, I see those reflections happening out there right now.
Thank you so much, brother.
So it's crazy because you're
It's kind of funny too because like you say crazy. That was my name in the band. It was crazy.
Well, which is awesome because craziness deals with an imagination, you know,
right.
like a way out there, and it's great because you imagine to bring all that out there into this, which is great.
Absolutely.
And that's true spellcasting right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. Yeah, and the intention is coming forth. Absolutely, and that's really what spellcasting I think is. It's the placement of intention, and that intention essentially manifesting. But really, at the same time, it's like I keep saying that phrase at the same time. It's also a responsibility as well because what we think we become.
Yeah.
What we put out, we become.
Yeah.
And it's like growing up, one of my favorite musicians was Peter Steele of Typo Negative. Got to meet him. I hung out with the guy behind after shows. Actually, the last couple of shows I saw him, or the band Typo Negative, actually got to hang out with him. But
wait, who is this guy?
Typo Negative. Peter Steele.
Oh, Typo Negative?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And
that's great.
I loved his lyrics, but what was interesting about it was the more I became a lyricist, the more I became a writer, the more I was diving into the occult, I realized that the lyrics he was writing were very self-harming.
There was self-harming, the Typo Negative?
Yeah. Well, no, not the music itself, but like the content of what he was singing.
Oh.
The music was incredible. The lyrics and his use of lyrics and everything were really good. But it's a matter of what you're singing about. And within Cirque Noir, I loved that band. But I'm very happy I'm in the current project I'm in, singing the lyrics that I want to sing now. Especially now that I'm more aware of it.
Yeah. To be able to sprinkle your cosmic awareness into it, to stitch it right into the very music, put that vibe right into the music.
That absolute like cosmic that consciousness, that ability to speak broadly to a group of people, but selectively to another within the lyrics. Absolutely. I absolutely.
It's just cool to have it infused into it.
Yeah. Speaking of infused,
we're standing at a large sign of various beers here. We're going to see what we can do. Oh, sorry. We're looking at various beers. One called Refresh, one called Best Lawn, Pleasant Pills, Timbo Pills, Quiet Idea, Good Green, Radio Hill. world champ.
What you gonna get?
I am wondering. Hi. Can I have a let's say a 12? No. A 16 ounce of the Quiet Idea. I don't know. Can I give it tab open or close it out? Oh, just close it out, please. The place we're at here right now is called the Highland Park Brewery. They have a whole bunch of beers here. Thank you. We'll get back to you in a sec.
God damn.
The coconut after, yeah.
Oh yeah, here we are. Here we are, a continuation. This time we're out on the balcony, so to speak. And I'm trying to put this in airplane mode so we get no interruptions. We're out here on the balcony. All right. So tell us this extraordinary... Oh, and by the way, really fast, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening out here, just pretend that's the ocean breeze. That's the ocean slapping upon the shores. It's not traffic. It's just the whoosh. So here we are. We're here an extraordinary story.
Union Station used to be right over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, the historical Los Angeles State Historical Park. That's where the first station actually was for L.A.
How big was the station?
It was roughly at the same size as the park, I believe, or around the same structure. But this is where people outside of traveling outside of L.A. or even the state would come, right here. And so it's kind of fortuitous that we're having a beer and talking about stories of the past from distant lands and whatnot. Yeah. But I'll tell you the story.
Yes.
So, we were talking about. We were talking about.
I need like a ringtone of that.
That's right. Yeah.
Someone will record that. So what ended up happening was a good friend of mine one day was walking on a corridor, just yelling out the word "chin chin, chin chin, chin chin" over and over and over again because she thought it was really funny, and it was because I just told her the story of something that had occurred in Japan a couple of months before that, and chin chin means penis. So to the Japanese, to a Japanese native's ears, when you say the word chin chin, it's just like saying dick, and it's a word too that kids know as well. So this friend of mine is running down this corridor saying the words chin 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 chin, and there's like not just one family of a Japanese family, but like many in this tourist group. Japanese mothers, Japanese fathers, Japanese children, countless numbers of them. And my friend is just saying, chin, 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 chin. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Exactly.
She suddenly started realizing, oh, my gosh. Wow, man.
That's hilarious.
It's so intriguing what you can just... What this vibration, that's just some funny vibration, actually means something to another being who can interpret what that vibration is.
And then again,
it's so
a
intriguing.
word. It's just a word. It's just a mixture of letters brought together.
And the kids were laughing. Some of the parents were laughing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
My friend wasn't laughing. She was embarrassed. But yeah, it was a funny time. Tara's had plenty of those times, haven't you, Tara?
Lots.
Saying ching ching randomly down hallways and whatnot.
For some reason, I just thought of Super Potato right now, just randomly. There's a place called Super Potato in Japan. It's in Akibahara, and it's really cool.
How super is the potato?
It's really.
Does it have a cape? Please tell me the mascot has a cape.
I think it does. I think it is a potato with a cape.
Oh, good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Is it a Mr. Potato Head kind of face?
Kind of. It's more of an actual Spud.
Oh.
Cartoony Spud.
Oh, good.
Cartoony Spud. More of a real potato.
So Super Potato, was it a delicious place?
No, there's no food there. I mean, I guess it's delicious to the eyes and to the ears.
There's
and the
no
senses.
food there?
There's no food there. It's
What do they
all
call- what is it?
classic video games.
Oh my
All
God, that's
classic video
incredible.
games. They sell old Super
Whoa.
Nintendos, regular Nintendos, Ataris, all the like Activision.
That sounds like-
all the Japanese systems only, though.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
it sounds like a video game heaven.
Oh, it's amazing.
So, so what are some of the interesting? Well, first of all, let me get back to this. As you're telling me this, I'm envisioning a place where there are, I don't know why, but I just imagine like beanbag chairs. I was getting ideas of like beanbag chairs, pillows, and people also playing games within that place too. Were there any places to play the games?
There were on the top level.
Oh.
They had some old school arcade games. So they had like Street
They had
Fighter.
arcade games. Oh, that's great.
Turbo, and they had like Ms. Pac-Man, Galaga.
Oh man,
which is
that's
a classic
just
combo.
the best.
Oh yeah, it was so great. There's like Mike
Wow.
Tyson's Punch Out.
It's like
There's
a-
all these old. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
It's
Oh my God.
such
Okay,
a-
I'm glad it's you.
Wow, like it's like a candy store for
Yeah.
video gamers.
Yeah, it is, and all
That's
the other
crazy.
levels are just like there's memory cards you can get, there's keychains, there's the Japanese version of the games, there's the American versions of the games. It's like it's just amazing.
What were some of the interesting differences that you saw, or how we altered something that they originally did? Maybe the
Okay.
music, maybe the way the characters looked.
One big change is Resident Evil, for example. Out in Japan, it's actually called Biohazard. And
Wow.
so all of the games say Biohazard on them, and they have the art's a little different on the cover.
Are they wearing hazmat suits?
You would think so.
One would think, yeah.
They should have. Maybe that's
Chasing
why that guy's
little
skin was
ETs.
gone.
Oh my God, yeah.
They're like, you should have been wearing your suit.
That's
They told
right.
you that. But yeah.
Shame on you. So the characters look different. What else? Was any of the music different?
The
What about
music?
the moves?
Oh, like dancing and speaking of music, they are huge on karaoke. There are giant hotel towering buildings, just karaoke booths all
Oh
the
my
way down.
God.
It's amazing.
This is like a dream come true.
Yeah.
Why has no one built one of those yet? Do not steal this idea, folks. Listen, if you want to collaborate on this idea, if you have lots of money, you're a financier, contact Inspirado Projecto at gmail.com. We will spread the word on, and we will build this together.
We will build
That
this.
would just
If
be-
we build it, they will come.
Ooh, can we also do a subterranean? Now, I know it'd be tricky in an earthquake town like this place, but I'm thinking if we put it on swinging mechanisms or something.
Oh my God, that'd be cool.
How much of LA is actually built on top of itself? I've heard
Ooh.
quite a bit.
No, I've heard a lot
Built
about
on top of
underground
itself?
Yeah,
and
like
everything, yeah.
What?
old
Yeah.
cities, basically, like old.
There's an entrance in several restaurants in the city and different places, alleyways.
No.
Apparently, Hollywood is actually built on top of its old self. Apparently, below.
There's shops. There's an actual city down
Yeah,
there.
apparently
Yeah.
below.
Just buried?
Hollywood Boulevard. There's another city
Operating-
below there.
operating with
No,
people.
not operating down there.
Yeah, they said some places
shit.
are.
Really?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you just gave me an
Yeah.
idea for a movie right now.
Oh my God, that'd be so great.
We gotta make a movie about that idea.
Oh my God, go down in there.
The underground Hollywood. The true.
Put it on
I mean,
YouTube.
imagine what's going on in there. What's being gone on
know,
there? Are
right?
science experiments? Do they have? So what? How do you know about this?
Probably a large.
Did you explore it? Something tells me
I
you've
have
been
not.
there.
I've
Knowing
spoken
your
with,
travels.
I've spoken with
Supposedly
friends
have,
who've
but-
gone out there, but I've never gone
Oh
out there.
God, are you still in contact with these people?
Oh, yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Okay, we gotta have a. Oh my God, could you imagine if one of the wizard walks, as obscure as it is, happens down there?
Oh my God.
Could you imagine that?
Oh.
I have a GoPro we
I
can
think-
utilize. So
I
we can
think-
we can put it someplace to see.
You have one.
see
We
things.
have a
I
couple.
think
my
I
God.
think the
got
I
the
think the
gimbal, we've
entrance,
got-
one of the entrances on the Hollywood
we have
Boulevard is
tripods.
actually in an escape room. Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I forget the name of the restaurant. It used to be
Talk about escape room. The
Yeah.
escape
No
room
shit.
is in the escape room.
Really
The
escaped.
escape
escape,
village.
and then you go into the very. Oh my gosh, that'd be horrible. Well, these people disappeared from the escape room. Oh,
Yeah.
they left early.
Yeah, they walked into the Pharaoh or whatever that was on Arrested Development. He's like, "Where did he go? I put him in the Pharaoh." Remember that? Did you ever see Arrested Development?
I have.
You know, my
Oh.
son asked me to watch that a few times, and I have not. I need to watch.
The humor
that.
is the puns are oh my God, the wordplay. It's like oh geez, if you're watching like an Errol Flynn like Robin Hood movie,
Yeah. Right.
that's the wordplay. That's that right there in Arrested Development. It's crazy. It's like double entendres, triple entendres, puns within a pretzel of a. I mean, it's
Of another
crazy. You're
pun.
going of another pun. It's like a pun fractal.
Which reminds me, I still need to see How I
Cornucopia
Met Your
puns.
Mother. I haven't watched that either.
Which one?
And I love Neil Patrick Harris. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
I have never seen an episode of that.
I haven't
too.
either.
I have seen all the Dr. Horribles though. Have you
It's-
seen the Dr. Horrible sing along?
I have.
Nice.
It's pretty cool that I can sit across from here and see where the radio show takes place.
Oh my God, you can. That's right.
Huh,
That's
nice.
right.
That's why I came here too, because like for the longest time I like, what was it? Just
Wow,
a couple.
that's awesome.
Yeah, just a couple of weekends
That's
ago,
really
and this is
cool.
where I met Chenzi, right over here too.
Wow.
Right over there.
Oh, it was in that park with
It was
it.
in this
Oh,
park.
okay.
Chenzi pointed in that. Chenzi told me about that when we came. Okay, now it's making sense. I'm just on the other side of where he and I were when he said the same
Yeah, it was all
thing.
free and open
Right.
right in the park.
You're giving
you
the
walk in.
reflection of what.
This is the park, and this is a brewery I've been looking at for the
Oh,
past
my
year.
God.
Wanting to
Of course. Look at this.
So, hey,
of course.
Tara wants to get a beer. Let's go over here.
I love this. And look at it. It's like a pyramid of sorts.
Yeah.
This is wonderful. This
You
is
want to try this
extraordinary.
coconutty beer?
Sure, you want to try this other kind of beer? Oh, boy. That is cocoa
And then
nutty.
the after, yeah.
That's nutty how cocoa nutty that is.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
the aftertaste, you feel like you climbed up the tree, you conked it open, you
like summer.
broke it over a rock.
It's summer in the ocean.
It is.
Yeah.
So after this,
Mommy, my mouth is an ocean.
do you guys want to go on a safari? What do you guys want to do?
What? Hunt
urban
antelope?
Ah!
I'm always up for hunting antelope.
There's a
riddled with them.
there's a couple of really cool shops out of here, like Asian, like Tara and I were actually thinking about
Oh, here you go. Yeah.
fun thing to mention on a podcast, but exploring some of the Asian markets out of here. There's a particular chain out of here that I absolutely love. It's Japanese owned. It's called Marukai.
What does that mean? What does that translate
I don't
as?
know. I think it's just a name.
Karaoke building.
What does Marukai? yeah.
Welcome
Look
to
it, up,
Marukai.
look it up on your supercomputer.
What does Marukai translate?
Yeah, what is it? So you were saying, so finish, what were you saying with your story there? Oh yeah, try this.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's nice. It tastes really good, I promise.
It does taste good. Wow. That's
All
really
your
good.
taste buds going cray cray.
That's it. That's really good.
Damn.
Good shit.
That's like a, with that, it kind of
Yeah.
has like a little bit of a cannabis aftertaste.
Ooh, it does.
It doesn't translate it, so it's
Oh
probably,
my god. Oh,
I think it's a name.
I think it's a last name.
so that karaoke building idea, we got to build it. We got to
Oh
do
my
it,
God.
and they will come. And
With
then we'll put a big
classic
robot
video
out in front.
games.
Can we please put a robot out in front? Like build one
Fuck
that
yeah, we can
moves.
put a robot.
Yeah,
Did you ever watch Invader
What's it-
Zim?
No, but I've heard many times it's so. Oh my, there he is. Okay, please give me a lowdown. Give me a Boz Skaggs on that one.
What happened here?
What happened I don't know. I work in a
Constellations.
warehouse. Yeah. This is Gurr, and he's inside. I mean, it's the robot inside of the dog suit for his disguise.
So robot is moving the dog around,
Yeah.
which looks like a Martian incident.
He's eating
which is
a.
great.
It kind of does.
This is so awesome. Is he eating a cupcake or is
Yeah,
that like
he's eating a cupcake.
That's
Manically
great.
eating
Oh
that
my
cupcake.
God.
He's got chocolate frosting all over his
Oh my
mouth.
god!
He
You know
is
what'd be
happy.
fun is if the camera. I hope I'm getting this image. If the camera on the show it zooms in into the belly and what the robot is actually doing in there, does that happen?
Oh
Do they
no.
show what he's doing inside?
Like he unzips the whole thing. He
Oh.
comes out of it.
Oh,
Yeah. It's really good stuff.
that is so cool. How long has that been out?
Jonan Vasquez is the artist. It's been out for years and years and years. It was on Nickelodeon, and they pulled it subsequently because one of the episodes, Dark Harvest. Oh, they are bringing it back though, which is really good. This is the episode Dark Harvest. Zim, which is the alien that is coupled with Gurr, that is his robot. It's supposed to be his helper, and sometimes it does help him, but sometimes Gurr goes nuts and just does whatever he wants, like stupid shit like that, like manically eating a cupcake instead of doing some kind of important task. He's like,
That's great.
where'd you put the navigation controls? Like, I removed it. Why? Because to make room for the pudding.
Oh
You know,
my
it's just
God,
like,
that's
what?
great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, I need to watch this stuff
Yeah,
for sure.
Dark Harvest, that's also my favorite episode. So Zim goes to school. Like, he's in an elementary school. And he's got a slight disguise to look like an
So a
elementary
robot
school
from
kid.
another planet in this age group. This is awesome.
Yeah. So he's in school, and you know, there's like another kid in class that is like all into the esoteric and into like aliens and all this other stuff, and knows that Zim is an alien, and he's always trying to prove that he is, you know, like one of those kind of characters.
Oh, yeah.
So this whole setup. Well, in Dark Harvest, Zim wants to be more human. Dib says something to him earlier in the episode where he's like, well, they're going to find out that you're an alien because you don't have this organ and you don't have that organ. So Zim's just like, oh. So he starts going around taking children's organs and replacing
geez.
them with stuff.
Oh my god.
Like, there was a kid
with stuff.
Yeah. There's the secretary in the office. has one of those, those things you would turn over. It goes, like one of those things that you just flip over, back in the day when we were kids. Like they replaced her voice box with that.
My God.
So every time someone talks to her, she's like, nah. It's like she has this far up. It is bizarre.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God, you would love that episode.
The fact that kind of absurdity, it just exists out there so unapologetically. And
And
I love
Zim is so filled with organs by the end.
Oh my
he's just
God.
huge. Like he's got intestines pouring out of his mouth when he talks, and he's like slurping up like noodles.
Oh my God.
So you can see why Nickelodeon was like, maybe we shouldn't have this on, But
oh my God,
they're bringing it back.
That teaches humor on such a deep level that is just not the pan over the head kind of humor where it's like
I love the Three Stooges.
that's incredible.
Thing.
Three
And the
Stooges
Marx
is
Brothers.
fun.
Yeah,
Marx Brothers more.
Those guys are great.
I've-
Now let's put. Oh my God, you guys are generating so many ideas. Now
I'm
let's
so
put Marx
sorry.
Brothers. No, it's beautiful. This is what this kind of thing is. So I'm imagining Marx Brothers and what'd you just say? Three Stooges in space kind of thing.
Oh my
like
God.
Laurel and Hardy. So imagine if we put like a Laurel and Hardy.
I
we
love
get them all
Laurel and
together.
Hardy, too.
Laurel and Hardy.
An old
Marx
Stone
Brothers.
Face. If you got to have Laurel and Hardy, what about Chaplin? And then also,
Yeah.
oh my God, what's his name?
Wait. Oh, Buster Keaton?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And also, if Laurel and Hardy, then we got to have Abbott and Costello.
Okay, yeah, obviously.
And
obviously.
so you could be like, it could be like a super team of sorts.
Could you
which would be
imagine
funny.
that party? Could you imagine the conversations?
Oh my
that would
God,
be
they must have
going
been
on
laughing
between
the whole time.
everyone?
How does anyone
Jesus.
drink or eat anything
You
without
would die
like
if you went
snorting
in
it out?
there. You'd
Oh my
die.
God! Imagine how many people went home with their pants wet that night.
You'd die happy, but oh, I know, right?
Oh wait, there's another guy, but I've never seen any of his stuff, but I've always heard his name, Fatty Arbuckle. Should we include him in there?
All right, yeah, we should.
Why not? Yeah,
we
we might as well.
I'm not too sure either, but yeah.
I don't really know.
But I know who
But I'm
he
thinking,
is.
and then wow, what if you add onto it like this vaudevillian, then they take that whole
vaudevillian.
crazy thing on the road where they're like planting themselves in the audience, and oh my God, that'd be so funny if the Charlie Chaplin and the Buster Keaton guy speak to each other in sign language because
my
they
God,
never
yeah.
actually talk
And
in
they
real
look
life
really
either.
similar in their clothing, the way they're
Yeah.
same, they're just like the
Oh yeah, so they're
Singular
always around.
act.
They're always these mutes,
Yeah.
they're speaking to each other in
They're
sign
like
language.
the BFFs.
Oh yeah, and they could speak in SOS and Morse code too. They could be like another little hidden Easter egg in
But
there.
they can't. Yeah, they never talk.
No.
And Chaplin did have that one that he spoke, which was the dictator, the one where he does the great speech.
That is so phenomenal.
So good. It makes me want to cry every time. I
Oh
watch
my
it.
God, yeah. It's so great because you're like, okay, this is the first, and that was the first time I'd ever seen Chaplin
Really?
speak. I don't know, somehow I came
really?
across it. It was like in my recommended lists or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, what? Chaplin talking? And whoa, it was amazing to hear, go, oh my God.
Isn't it bizarre? And it's just so, and he speaks so eloquently and so clearly and so.
Yeah.
And they used to have that pronunciation, the transatlantic.
Oh, yes.
That they used to teach in school.
Yeah, it was
I
like
wish I
slightly
knew
British,
how to-
kind of. And
Yeah.
It was like, it's like the
Very
R's
proper,
barely. Things are
Everything pops.
Yeah.
Like when you say it, very
yes,
over enunciated.
Of course, yes. There's almost that slight. Wow, it's so strange because then it also kind of blends a Southern into it as well in a
it's
weird
like
way.
a Southern twang, yeah.
And New York and Chicago. I mean, no wonder they call it that because it's kind of going. All right, we're going to be like this nullifier of all those and kind of include them all.
Yeah.
It's intriguing.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. So who else could we put it? So Mark, we were brainstorming about this idea of what if you were to get Marx Brothers, Three Stooges, all those
Did you say
dudes.
you wanted another one or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna go put this back. I'll be right back.
Put all those guys like Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, all those dudes, Buster Keaton, Three Stooges, whoever else you could think of.
Do an Expendables-like movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And I was thinking how funny is if they could be like part. It's almost like the Fall Guy thing.
It's almost like it's kind of an Expendables movie, but it's just like, okay, guys, it's it could be like.
And they're also in vaudeville too.
Could be like Ocean's 11.
It would be. It totally would be. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they'd
that
use
would
their vaudeville skills and magic tricks to do. Ooh, who is a great magician? Oh shit, Houdini. Let's throw him in there.
Harold
They got to have a magician in there who can help them pull off these crazy pranks.
But Houdini died in the story, so you could always have
Well, okay, it could be a time travel film.
Could be Harpo Marx.
Oh, I
He
know
could be the
Marx.
magician
Okay.
because Harpo Marx can do anything.
did
He should sign language to Chaplin. And
I love it. Yeah. So we were talking that. Yeah.
The only person that can talk, the only person that can
That's
actually, that's it. Well, no, Chaplin talked because at one point he started talking.
He did.
We were
So
talking
like,
about, that
so
one,
Chaplin, the only person that can communicate with.
But I think all
with,
three of those should not speak. They should all.
Like from
just
what we remember them as,
communicate,
like Buster Keaton and those two guys. I was thinking they talk sign language
Buster
and also
Keaton,
they speak
Charlie
Morse
Chaplin,
code,
and
so they
Harpo
can hear
Marx.
what they're saying and no one else knows.
Yeah.
Harpo
Yeah.
speaks their language.
It's like their own little
And they start incorporating and speaking to each
It's
other
almost like
through
speaking
horns.
Groot, but it's like through them.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my God, that could be crazy. Could you imagine like that? They're speaking to each other in horns, and then it turns into this musical piece.
Oh my God.
But it's also speaking, and they're like they understand, and it could that could be in Morse code. Oh my God, this thing could be so layered. Could you imagine that?
Jesus.
Awesome.
Oh my God. So they come together. He's thinking like an Expendables type of movie, mixed with like vaudeville, right? Doing crazy social pranks and whatnot.
Like an Ocean's 11 vaudeville sort of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Could have
Not to be confused with some movie called Ocean's 9, which I think is a chick flick or
You'd
something.
have to
Oh
start-
yeah, that was a new one. Is that a prequel?
Is that? I don't know. That's what
Their
I asked somebody.
grandmothers?
Because everybody at work was like, "What's Ocean's 11?" And I'm like, "And 12 and 13." It's like you guys you don't know, and you're watching Ocean's 9. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I could totally see it. That would be great. Well, we could
I'm forever alone at work.
we could just do like a recap. But like, you get Buster Keaton, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, the Marx Brothers, and the Three Stooges.
Yeah. Oh my
Well,
God.
and could it take
Abbott
place?
Costello.
Abbott
and-
Costello.
Could
Yeah.
it take place in space, like a science fiction kind of thing? Because I imagine if you had that extra element.
The new Star
It's the
Trek.
movie Aliens.
What the? Oh my
Harpo
God.
Marx
Sorry.
plays Ripley.
Well, because like you'd add this strange like Expendables meets vaudevillian in space and it's like, okay, what are they doing? What could possibly be going on up there? Like the space mafia? Are they like krakens? They're like space krakens.
Space Krakens
They're like the mafia
with
of the,
laser tentacles.
Yeah.
Are there holograms like
Said it.
Are there holograms on a Star Trek ship and they take the ship over?
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. We'll blend into the other shows too. Yeah, we might as well. We see the Millennium Falcon parked in the distance.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep. Those
from
two
the
worlds
future.
meshed together.
The Buck Rogers
Did you know-
spaceship
did you know-
crashed into a
Oh my
mountain.
God.
Did you know Star Wars is supposed to take place 1 billion years ago?
A billion.
And that's so. Imagine if when they start doing Star Wars films, or actually when we all start directing the future Star Wars
There we
films that take place in the current day. So we go current.
Well,
day.
imagine
and they're like, whoa, what would that be like?
you could take Star Trek.
They're just molecules.
You could take Star Trek, and Star Trek becoming a sort of Type 3 society to where they're able to jump from like galaxy to galaxy. It would basically literally be the story of Star Trek going to a galaxy where 1 billion years ago this massive battle had taken place, and somehow within their technology, because they're able to they're able to what's the word I'm looking for? Able to
teleport?
Able to teleport, or able to transverse. There we go. Transverse,
I like it.
just unbelievable amounts of space going to another galaxy, and they somehow have the ability to go into the past and see the society that existed 1 billion years ago, which is
man.
the same amount of time that it takes that galaxy's light to reach Earth.
Oh, jeez,
and that's,
I love it.
That's the story of Star Wars. It's basically it takes place 1 billion years ago, and it's the light of a galaxy that's just reaching now. So all the movies that you're seeing of like the recent movies they're happening right now 1 billion years ago because of the light from the star that is reaching our eyes
my God,
1 billion years ago.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude, that's nuts. Well, added to that, there's this thing. It's called like Call of the Willows or something that George Lucas put on. It was a series of journals. It was a series of journals that. Oh yeah, that is a much better place for that. Thank you for your consideration.
Of course. Yes.
And there was these journals called the Willows of the something.
Real quick.
Yeah.
The gentleman that was in the radio studio.
Yeah.
Is his name Nick?
Nick, yeah.
There's his cafe.
Oh, geez, there it is, man.
Synchronistic acts.
I love it.
Synchronistic aspects of the universe. But look.
Oh, geez.
Look how far it is.
Oh my God, it's right there.
Yeah.
Dude. That's awesome. And I just imagine that F being a V, Nick's Cave, which is
There
kind of
we
like
go.
KCHUNG. And it's in red and white, which is KCHUNG.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's funny.
Synchronistic art of the universe.
I love this.
It says kook on that thing. Do you see it?
Let's see.
On the
On the sign? Oh wait.
On the pole. Street art.
Oh my God, that's great.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, go for it.
Wow.
Tara, I introduced street art to her about underground street art to her about a few years ago, and she's an artist herself. She's amazing when it comes to art, and she can do anything. She needs. We need to be living out here, and she needs to be making $80,000 a year just doing her art. I got to figure it out. We are going to figure it out.
Our future selves have it figured out.
Yay!
And they're so excited. And this is just a memory in their brains.
Future Mark, listening to this podcast, you know how to access me. Talk to me, brother.
That's right. Dude, that's the best kind of message we could ever... Sending that off on the carrier pigeon.
Right?
Oh, there it is. There's the carrier pigeon. Another synchronistic...
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. Right when he said that, a freaking pigeon flew over our heads. That was great.
It's coming.
Oh, my God.
But that was the dance, too, with shamanism as well and everything. Like, that was the thing that was taught to me, was that the universe speaks in synchronistic tones.
Yes,
and it wasn't until the last year I was able to figure that out, and Chinzy was a part of that.
Oh my God, dude! I have such an obsession with synchronicities. I can't tell you how many people either make fun of me for it or go, Kurt, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But then they see these things
come to you.
Oh
yeah,
yes,
that's the element
that's true.
That is the esoteric. Esoteric is its connection to you. So those synchronistic tones, the voice of the universe, they're things that are basically being spoken to. And yeah, we look like fucking crazy people.
Yeah.
And Tara tells me I'm crazy. But
well, what's so beautiful is that the fact that the three of us uphold and cherish and love and appreciate synchronicity so much. Dude, can you imagine what from this moment on, it's already been happening, what we're going to continue to magnetize into this freaking crazy vortex that we're forming here in this paradigm.
We just have to believe it.
Well, man, I notice that when I get together with one or more people who appreciate the synchronicities and these, the deja vu, all that great stuff, they come more and more frequently. I view them, it's like they're happy little children hugging, like, yay, pay attention to me. Oh, that's good.
And then I made that one.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks.
So let's see here.
My God, you guys. This is great. Folks, you get to actually hear, all of you at-home viewers, you get to actually hear these multitudes of synchronicities unfold in real time. This is the prime example of what I talk about all the time in Inspirado Projecto, all the time, both on the podcast and the radio show. The idea of plugging in to those who are the yes and spirit, the enthusiasm, the let's keep the momentum going kind of, how much farther can we stretch it? How far can we go? The, yes, more absurdity, more surreality. Let's bend more pretzels. Let's make more fractals. And these guys, what's happening right now? You're fully experiencing like a world being built right here before your very ears. Like this momentum's going to get crazy, and I'll tell you right now, we're going to hear it as this goes on more and more and more. It's going to be documented. This is my prediction. This is my future self already knowing that it's happened. Relaying the message back to this current, this current now, and so on and so forth. Reverend Mark, can you play a tiny little smidgen of this, just as a nice little punctuation mark? Because that sounds good.
I would love to.
Yes.
Ooh, always got it. Just checking it right now.
I just closed my eyes and I felt those vibrations. Wow.
We'll take it to Giant Rock.
Wow.
It'll be much louder. No, I want us to actually do that. Like, I was telling everybody that we should go out like on the 22nd, but to be honest,
What's happening?
She always finds art everywhere.
I love it.
My other horse is a ghost.
Oh, that's good.
Amazing.
My other horse is a ghost. I love it.
I'm like, whoa.
I love street art. I especially love finding Banksies. Those are my favorite. But
oh yeah, they're fun.
oh my god,
There's a lot of them. There's quite a few of them around here.
I know.
Little Easter eggs hiding everywhere. You know, we could do street art that's very highly vibrational
Yes.
consciousness that could really be worth it. Like you're saying, out on those rocks, there's that graffiti. Well, how about cosmic graffiti? You know, we could add the stuff that glows in the dark, or whenever it gets dark, it's got sparkles on it. It's got texture. It's got dimensionality.
We were actually
next
talking
weekend.
about we were actually talking about going back to Giant Rock, bringing paint with us that looks like some of the rocks.
Oh, that's great.
Some LED lights.
Well, before the LED lights, going out of there and repainting some of the rocks,
Dude.
the regular color, getting rid of the disrespect.
We could have a wizard walk out by that rock. We can record it. We could.
I want that
because it's a set environment. You know, it's nothing that's sort of. I absolutely love all the crazy.
on there too, by the way. I'm sorry.
What? Say what? Say what?
That pole said kook there too.
Oh,
The same
interesting.
Okay.
That's cool.
Sorry.
No. The more of these things, please call my attention to them, because you're calling your future self to the attention of it. And also all these
True.
multitudes of bazillions
Of synchronicities and different realities.
Mm-hmm,
Absolutely.
This is the media that everyone deserves to be listening to right now.
Yes.
Synchronicities. Oh my God. We're casting spells right now, and everyone's involved.
You know, it's
fusing it.
There's a song I've been working on, and it's really about that.
Have you been working on it, or has it been working on you?
I know.
Nice.
I'm still trying to get one of those songs to work on. There's a song I've literally been working on for about 2 years now. Actually, in fact, the song has been done, about 2 years, and I haven't been able to write a single lyric for it and be happy with it. And I'm still trying to figure out the correct vocal melody. And it's taken so much time, but I'm gonna get there.
It happens in the craziest senses. You might be walking along. Oh, but please get back to that other song that you recently created.
But that's it. I think you're about to give a really good closing thought to it.
Well, sometimes there's this melody that goes through my head a lot, and it started when I was substitute teaching, and I haven't come up with lyrics for that yet. It's just this melody that's just. I figured out the chords on my guitar and everything. I can, I frequently will sing this, and there'll be one of those times where you'll just kind of think about it or sing it out loud while you're walking through. There'll just be that environment that just goes, with that lightning bolt, and in that moment, and just the way that those circumstances line up, oh man, it's just. I love, so epiphanies, revelations, synchronicities, all those wonderful things. Those are the cheapest thrills and the greatest value for your money, so to speak.
I agree.
The greatest aidist, and in terms of infinitum, the aidist.
Ooh, that's a really good word. Infinitum.
Infinitum. Infinitum yum yum. Infinitum.
Oh, that's a great word.
Oof.
Oh, that's our video.
It just tastes so good, and then when we can come across others who love that, oh my gosh, and we just keep conjuring that cosmic soup. It is just the greatest feeling in the world.
You know how do I say this? A mission, a bit of a seed I want to plant. So I've thought about this, and I've spoken with graduates, postgraduates, professors about this very idea, and it's about how to propel our species into its next evolution. And it really comes down to the idea of society. It was interesting because each of these guys I was speaking to, all of them had one thing in common: they all have gone to Burning Man.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
So
of course you're saying that.
So they of course and everything, they love the concept of a sort of sharing society.
Oh my God!
But
this has been my dream eons.
But at the same time, have you been to Burning Man ever?
No. But I saw a TED talk about Burning Man the other day. It's been on my brain ever since we've been talking about Gen Z.
Let's put this into the intention. What would you think about going next year? The tickets really aren't that much. Especially if you type in a summary and I'm going to use my magical powers of editing to take this out. But or maybe it needs to be in here.
Yes.
Who knows? I will let the fates decide.
A nugget, a diamond.
I shouldn't say editing, the suggestive editing. But like I said, maybe the world needs to hear this.
Suggestive editing.
But
I love it. You edited your suggestive edit. That's brilliant. Now you're back.
I'm back. I'm here. But yeah, you know, one of the things I've been thinking about is, right now, Tara and I live our lives as very rich paupers. And the reason I say that is we're paupers. We live off each paycheck. But we live really well off each paycheck. And not with like living lavishly, but just kind of enjoying life. We're here, we're in LA. We're 2 hours away from Ojai. Anyone, if we were worse off, we wouldn't even be able to leave our own spot. But, you know, like I said, paycheck to paycheck, but we're doing okay. Our intention is to both be in a spot to where the spot we are in now seems like a dream.
Yeah, and it's a funny story to harken back to.
Yeah, you know, I made $200 on Saturday, just re-editing photos, quite a bit. But I'm really, really proud of the quality of art that I was able to produce in a single day. And for me, it's like, if I can do this in a day and make $200, that's $4,000 a month. Why not? Why am I not pursuing that more? Looking at the skill levels, looking at all the different things I have, like Photoshop is the best thing that I can do, but it's not the only thing I can do.
Well, and you can feel the dam breaking now, don't you?
Yeah.
Because I can already feel the splash.
I like that. That's really good. But beyond that, I'm trying to manifest a free place to park.
We are. We're conjuring it.
We're in Little Tokyo. Little Tokyo is
I love Little
is our favorite place of LA.
It's my favorite next to
Art City?
Well, yeah, Art City.
Which is right next to Art City.
Ha!
Yeah.
Art City.
And
You're
the
so clean.
Hollywood Boulevard, which I know is like touristy or whatever, but I love people watching over there.
Yeah.
Just all the little weird ass shops.
That's the best TV you could really watch is people.
Oh my god, yes.
Downtown Ojai is a lot like that, because you'll be walking through and you'll see these celebrities once in a while. Like, is that Robert Downer Jr.? Holy shit.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of celebrities out in Ojai. Like, people I work with, when they work the farmers market, they're like, oh yeah, wait, Reese Witherspoon comes in here
Oh my
weekly,
god.
You know, and she wears her overalls and whatever.
She spits on my face, but she's so nice.
I met oh god, what's his name? Emperor Zod from Superman.
Wow.
He was in Yes Man.
What?
He was in
Wait.
Oh
jeez. Oh god. That guy. Oh god.
what's his
Wait.
name?
The Clockwork Orange dude?
No,
but
I wish
but
it
he
was
owns-
Malcolm McDowell.
He's sort of clone guy,
But
right?
Malcolm
No,
McDowell
the
owns
other guy.
owns the
Owns
suite.
Blade Runner dude.
Yeah, he actually owns
What?
one of the suites that there's a warehouse that I work in, and there's like individual, suites, and he owns the one on the end. Apparently.
Oh, that's incredible.
I haven't seen him, but I would love to. But this other guy, he came in all the time. God, what is his name? Original Superman. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm researching. Original Superman.
The Zod guy?
Yeah, Emperor Zod. God, it's gonna drive me nuts. But he used to come I used to work at a place called the Raw Food World, and he would come in all the time.
Shit place.
All the time.
So he would arrive in one of those rotating squares, right? Those interdimensional squares.
Yeah, he would just be like, can you get me the mock-up?
Yeah, it's just this floating one-dimensional square.
It was very awkward, I have to
Maca
say.
powder.
I was like, how do
Yes,
Maca
yes.
powder.
All hell's on. All hell's on.
Hand me that head of cabbage now.
Yes, Lord.
Before I disintegrate you.
No, Lord.
my
No
God.
need for disintegration.
Oh my god.
That's great.
That's great, Zod.
Okay, here we go. There's him. Where's his name? Just tell me your name.
Is it Toby Maguire?
Terrence Stamp.
There he is.
There he is. Terrence Stamp.
Well, that right
Yeah.
there. You got my stamp of approval.
And I now work in the very studio. It used to be a yoga studio where I work currently, and
Oh my
that's where
gosh.
he went for yoga before he would come over and check out with me
Whoa.
at the other place that I worked at.
That's
I'm just
crazy.
sucked into this Ojai vortex in this street.
I love it. Ooh, synchronistics.
I had a lot
Those
of
could be like
synchronicities.
drummer sticks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah?
tell me
The
more.
apothecary shop. We went to Ojai and we were at the apothecary shop. So we
Oh.
walked in and there was a green Tara on the wall with
whoa.
333 on it for the price. That's how much they had the price for.
Is that your favorite number?
It's becoming
or 9?
Yes.
Oh, good.
9 is my favorite number because it's amazing. Like,
yeah.
9 times 2
There's
is
no way
18.
around it.
8 plus 1 is
Yes.
9. Like anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it cancels it out every time. It's like,
Yeah.
it's so cool.
See? Yeah, I love the number 9.
Number 9.
What was
Number
I
9.
saying? Wait,
Oh,
where
so
was I?
okay, so 333.
Oh, yeah,
that was
yeah.
one of those
So I
awesome
saw
synchronicities.
333.
Yeah.
And
Mine
then
is 2.
later on
Oh,
that
yeah.
day, we were
Oh,
driving
yeah,
around somewhere. I can't remember where we were at, but there was a post, like the electrical line post, and it had 333 on the metal on it.
Oh my God.
And then later
Oh
on
my
that
God.
evening, on my video game, I got a score of 333 that popped up, and it's just so weird. And then at
Wow.
the apothecary shop, still, the guy said his name was Tom. It was Herbal Tom, and he spells it Thom, which is how my dad spells his name. And I've never met anybody named Tom that spells it like that, Thom.
Yes,
So
yes.
that was really cool. And then
Oh
his
my
girlfriend
God.
that came in, or his wife, his beloved, named Katie. One of my best friends' name is Katie. So it's just weird
Yes.
thing.
Oh my God, I love that stuff. Now, what's so interesting is, if we look up the numbers of THOM, would that add up to 333 in some way,
Huh.
or 9? That'd be interesting if it all broke down to 9.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great.
Whammo!
That'd be beautiful. Whammo.
Stuck in the middle with
Just turn
you.
around.
It gets you right back in there.
What is the name of that movie that has that song on there? And there's a scene where this guy like tortures this guy, but it's playing. Stuck in the Middle with You.
Reservoir Dogs,
Oh,
right?
that's what it was, with Mr. Pink and everything.
Oof.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh, I was talking about that. Actually, that song came on earlier today at work, and I was talking about that. Interesting that you started singing that.
Oh, what? Oh, of course. Right there, while
Right
you're talking
there.
about the synchronicities. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, you are catching all of this, right? This right here, by the time it's 40 minutes. We're 40 minutes into a whole batch of magic right now. And so this goes up to an hour. I will be saving that and then doing it over and over and over again until the battery runs dead. We might have 12 episodes by the time we get back. All right. So after that, then what happened?
Where was I? Shit.
What
Oh,
more
no, that was
synchronicities
it. That
happened?
was it.
So the
That was
toms. THOM.
THOM.
THOM. Like, what's interesting is that I met a guy who told me about do you know about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth? It's either
Yes.
Thoth or Toth.
Oh, I definitely know the
I think it's
tablets of
Thoth. Oh, look, there's Angel
Thoth.
City. Thoth.
Crowley was a very
I thought
big,
you were talking
fan of
about that.
Thoth. I like that. So looking for our favorite.
So what do you know about Thoth? Apple Thoth.
Allegedly, one of the oldest beings to live on Earth.
My coffee's a little bit thothy.
One of three ancients. Has been on this planet longer than what we think is the age of Egypt. I personally think that Egypt is actually far older. Like,
right. So it's from the future. We're from the past.
yeah, pretty much. We are actually.
We're visiting the future's past.
And that's actually kind of a really interesting thought too that you bring up. Like, are we the most advanced society ever to have existed here?
Right. Because they always uncover things like batteries,
Right.
freaking silverware,
Right.
things that was somehow crafted long before.
It looks like this is about a million years ago.
Yeah.
And it's a fuse.
Yes.
Obviously, someone left this here, and this is just calcium buildup.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
It's
fucking
calcium
calcium buildup, man.
But did you see that one where they uncovered it? It was like a watch. It was some watch that was on the wrist of a pharaoh or something, on some mummy.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And it
A
looks
watch.
like a watch, like a freaking timepiece. And
Yeah.
you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, it blew my mind. I was looking at that going, all right, now what the heck is going on here?
Or how like the pyramids have like just a little bit of radiation inside them. You're like, what?
Oh my gosh. You know what? Okay, well, gosh, it's a choose your own adventure. I really want to ask you both about what you know about Thoth, and then also if you've heard about Dolores Cannon. So whichever one resonates with you.
I have heard about Dolores Cannon.
Yeah.
Was it?
Who's Dolores Cannon?
I've heard of Barbara Lamb.
Oh, yes.
It's like a past life. She helps people do past life regressions.
Yeah. I actually got to see my my recent past life.
Where or how? How did this happen?
This was through God, how to explain it? Originally inspired by mushrooms, Actually, I should say originally inspired by ayahuasca.
Oh goodness, where'd you have that?
I had that experience in the Los Padres Mountains. Oh, wow. I was about, it was 2009. Allegedly, the ayahuasca that we had were from plants from around Los Padres. I've never been able to figure out what mixture of plants we had, but it wasn't the same mixture from Peru. It was a mixture that was from wholly from out here.
Whoa!
It was really, really crazy.
Wow. So, what did you experience during that time?
Different aspects of how to meditate. Imagery that I could use while meditating to explore further reaches of my mind.
Did you come across your past life? Okay, who was that guy?
I can say off the air, but I can't say on the air.
Okay.
And the reason why is I just don't want to say it.
Yeah. That's fine.
But it's
what other revelations do you feel like?
I can say that this particular individual was an occultist and had a particular love for Thoth. That's all I can say.
Oh, great. See, ladies and gentlemen, of course I bring up Thoth. Of course it relates so exactly to close to this. We're swimming in the same precipitation. There's the infinity.
Right.
There's the infinity.
Right.
I'm caught right in the I am of it. Right there. I'm caught right in the third eye of it. Thoth. Okay, so what do you know about these tablets of Thoth? Because they talk about his spaceship apparently has all these archives, all these records under the foot of the Sphinx.
According to Edgar Cayce, yeah. Edgar Cayce did that. Edgar Cayce.
No, that was in the tablets of Thoth that I read.
No, but really?
Yeah.
So where did Edgar Cayce?
It's interesting you brought up Edgar Cayce because I just started watching Edgar Cayce
David
videos.
David Wilcock, yeah.
Mr. Wilcock.
Oh yeah,
Wilcock.
he says he's Edgar Cayce reincarnate, right? Is that true?
Well, if he's that, then I'm Aleister Crowley.
I don't know. Who's to say?
Okay, so under that foot, is there a spaceship, from what you understand, or from what's been told to you, or your revelations?
You know what? Through my revelations, I've never received any indication of that.
Okay.
What I have received is that we are far older than we think. Mm-hmm. Our species our society from Stone Age to where we are to high rise has happened 4 times.
Oh
that
boy.
we know of.
Wow.
And that is the message I have received. Now it's very synchronistic to the Hopi legends of the 4 worlds, and that we're in the 4th, and this is the last one. I haven't seen that. This is it. There's nothing else after this. I have had visions that this is very important, that we are able to sort of limit our mind of consumerism and work together instead of feeling sort of a competition with one another.
Yes. That's a keystone of my being.
Competition is not bad to have.
I prefer the cooperation.
Yeah, co-op, absolutely.
I mean, collaboration.
Our society, our society should be a co-op. Education should be the far most important thing.
Now, when you talk about competition, do you mean one human or sort of human skin or human costumed being showing what's possible in that skin to show others? You know, because like every year there's the Olympics, someone's breaking a record that no one ever thought could be broken.
That's healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, right. Exactly. So what's beautiful is if we look at really what that represents, it's showing us look what is truly possible, rather than I need to crush you. Right.
Yeah.
Somehow through the years, it's become that I need to crush you, rather than whoa, you're showing me what's possible.
Or all the different.
I can
We're
grow.
missing an evolutionary bound. Like we really need to step that up in our development.
All the different individuals and everything who have, what's the word I'm looking for? Who have contributed to.
I love it. You saw that. Good.
I know, totally.
We all had our eyes on it. We all had our third eyes on it. 369. There we go. My goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it.
And there's no one behind us.
Talk about infinitum. It's incredible when we.
And we were just across the street the other night.
Oh my gosh. You too. Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, I remember that knot. I remember that knot.
Oh shit.
Synchronicity.
Okay, I can't.
It keeps rocking and rolling.
Just keep your head down.
It keeps rocking and rolling and bopping and going.
Tara
has a fear of parallel parking. It's really fun.
Yet no fears of parallel universes. Second verses, same as the first is. Multiverses, same as the first is.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
So multi-universes, what's the opposite? Nullti?
No.
Nullti-universes? None! And
Nada.
the universe maker none. None maker.
I do know this, that
That sounds weird, like some machine that pops nuns out.
Yes, that's right.
It's like, that's where they come from.
None maker.
one could say that the keys of modern Western esoteric comes from Thoth. Comes from the idea of being that was passed by Thoth. So, but at the same time, as I was saying before, if you remove all of the Crowley, all of the Blavatsky, all of the egoic, esoteric bullshit, I would call it, from the occult, you find a different sort of perspective. How to look at the universe this way, guys. How to look at the universe, how to look at ourselves, and how to navigate through that, through those dualities, the within and the without, the above and the below, and it's. But as far as the other aspects, there are other aspects of that. Like we were talking about spaceships and whatnot. I don't know about. I've never heard about that. So that's the first I've ever heard about that. I would still love to take you to Giant Rock to show you the area, because that place is all about UFO landings and spaceships.
Well, dude, we could do our painting project. It could be a documentary of sorts. We'll have a Wizard Walk celebration, a bonfire next to it. Did they let you go out there late at night or no?
Yeah, you could have a bonfire out there too.
Oh my God, we could, and we paint it. We do this. Oh my God, we could dress it up in a face. We paint it so it looks like the, the French do it. What do they call it? Trompe de la Monde or something like that. It's like they put into a building inside, and it looks like it's a freaking tunnel.
Oh yeah.
That kind of crazy stuff.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't it be great if there's holographic paint?
Mm-hmm.
You could do that. You could do like a holographic image up against the rock. Oh my God, why not?
We paint oh God.
Could we paint just you could paint green on it, I guess, if you wanted to do like
and glow in the dark, right? Like you were saying.
And then we could
yes. Oh, that's good.
We could also layer over it in After Effects if we wanted.
Oh
to get really inventive.
Wow. Oh shit! We
you
could have a
use it as
movie
a
called
green
The
screen.
Talking Rock. We can make it talk. Could you imagine in After Effects we make it talk like, here is some wisdom.
I wonder if I could work
this
on
is
like
the-
a
this is the
talking
same area
rock
that we were,
marionette
we were
puppet
joking
thing, like in 3ds Max or Maya.
Oh my
If
God!
I could make the computer generated.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all like take turns asking it questions like, giant head rock, tell what about this and that? And it goes, well, I'll tell you. Here's some good fortune, and then it says something. We see its mouth moving.
Directly
that'd be
from
so
here,
great.
like for the longest time, the courthouse building. Is that what it's called? Is that the courthouse building?
It's called the For the Longest Time.
The Dragnet building. There we go.
Oh, that is the Dragnet building?
yeah, it's the Dragnet.
Oh my
building.
God! No wonder it looks famous.
But that was like the center of LA for the longest time.
Oh my God!
So one could say that this is the center of LA. But look at how directly we're looking at it.
We're
looking able to look at like two halves.
and it's a pyramid missing its eye on the top.
Yeah, literally half.
Of
You're able to look at
course.
literally half the building from the standpoint.
Oh, geez, dude.
And look,
okay.
and look where it runs through, right through Little Tokyo.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take a photo of that, and then photo. Dude, could you Photoshop Lumi at the top of that building?
Oh, easily,
Like this brightness, like yeah,
easily.
and then a freaking UFO. That would be phenomenal. Oh my God, that could be like the first album for the Wizard Walk band.
The Rockers.
The Wizard Walkers, yeah, the
Wizard
Wizard
Walkers.
Walkers. I love that because that kind of echoes like the Skinwalkers, right? The native.
Oh wow.
The natives. What do you know about the Skinwalkers?
Quite a bit.
I can tell. Yeah, please tell me. Hold on. I'm going to stop this right now because it's only 53 minutes. I'm going to come back and I want to hear about the Skinwalkers. Note to self, I gotta remember what that song is. Mama gonna touch you, oh ba ba da 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 da, ba da 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 da,
Whatever that song is, if you know what that is. Mama says I'm home train, and the papa's on a KCHUNG. You know, like something like that. I'm gonna tell you. I want to know who that band is, because I want to. That would be a fun Yachtly Crew song, I think. So anybody who can let me know what that is, please let me know. By the way, my first time in my Japanese grocery. I've never been here before. I want to record some of this stuff. I'm uploading the other piece, so we'll see what happens.